Hey everyone, just want to tell you the continuing saga of the stove situation. I don't know if I touched on it, but I did call the Honolulu office, which is the head office here for the Hawaii Public Housing Authority. Anyway, so I get a call on Wednesday from this local office. They said they're going to do a work order to have Mark come and look at my stove again. And I asked what happened to the other three work orders. Well, they couldn't find them, so they have to send him back over. So he comes over yesterday, knocks on the door, comes over, says, I hear you need a few things. Also, my cabinet doors, they don't shut. And my bathtub, I can't, if not that I'm going to take a bath. It's very difficult for me to get in and out. But if I wanted to take a bath, I couldn't take a bath because there's no way to plug up the thing. Anyway, he came over yesterday, took this great thing that was cemented in there and took it out and changed that. Then he went to my stove and did the same thing he had done 3 prior times, turned it on. And said, well, look, Simone, it turns down right. Anyway, it was a very upsetting thing because, again, without even a thermometer to check the temperature or any verifying tools, he was going to sit there and look at the stove coil and tell me that it's working. And I got very upset. I yelled and screamed. I told him to get the fuck out of my house, that I'm tired of my intelligence being questioned like that. Insulting my intelligence. That's the exact word I used. Insulting my intelligence, and I will have no more of it. Get the fuck out of my house. He stops, he turns around, and I sat down at this time and said, whatever. I needed to calm down because that's part of me. There was no control over it. It just came out. And he says, Simone, I have one other option. If you can just hear me out, just hear me out. Says there's a stove in an apartment that I'm remodeling that I think would be better. And I said, go on. And he says, yeah, we can switch it out. And I'm like, why didn't you tell me that when you first walked in the door? Why did you proceed to do the same thing with the stove? And he's something to the effect of, well, that's just what I have to do. Okay, deep breath, because I just totally went against everything that I know is right. So anyway, so I'm like, can I see the stove? Because I'm thinking, God only knows how old the stove is, and I don't want anything worse than I already have. So the best way for me to be able to tell that actually was when I fry stuff. Okay, I do a lot of tempura vegetables, and when you put them on high, the grease gets hot, but I should be able to turn it down to medium high and still be able to have heat enough to fry my food, and I don't. But next to that, of course, I could put a frying pan of water on this new stove. Anyway, went over there, I walked in, oh my God, it's a beautiful stove. It's all white and pristine, the knobs look really nice, and it's probably 10 or more years newer than my stove. Anyway, long and the short of it, I was all excited about maybe having a new stove by the end of the year after finding out they still make them. Not only that, I'm going to have a new stove by the end of next week. When we went over to check it, he realized that the switch for the oven, the bake part, whatever, didn't work. And instead of switching it yesterday and having to wait for the part and not having an oven, I was very happy with his offer to wait till the part comes in, replace the part, and then do the swap or whatever. Anyway, just wanted to let you know that just making the right calls to the right people. If you think something isn't right, keep going. Don't let anybody deter you from getting what you believe is rightfully yours, like the stove that works, for example. Anyway, would love to hear some of your comments. Would love to hear some of your comments about the stuff that I'm putting out here, and stay tuned for more really cool stuff. All right, love you all. Peace, love, and harmony. Aloha.